we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. If you gon' hear us on the radio, this is how we do every day. We be grinding, and if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll take it in. On third down. They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up
and making it work.
Had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Rolling to his right. This is Smith with a grab. They'll start by and they will. Hurts. He's got this on second and inches. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That he is.
All right, here we go. Eagles Off Madden spread playbook. What's going on, fellas? Welcome to volume 15, part 1. This is Coach KK. This is another episode of the 10-yard fight. That is what we call this channel. On this channel, we don't do glitches. We don't do one-play touchdowns. We don't focus on attacking the AI, meta defenses, offenses. We go straight after the user. We play real-life football, X's and O's. We move this ball down the field in a methodical manner. And it's just chip, chop, digging it out. However you want to put it. All right, this is volume 15, part 1. Guys, I apologize for the wait. Sorry for the wait. It's been a long time coming. This is the first video of Madden 23 on the channel of the 10-yard fight. What we have here today is the pistol Ace U Off. This is going to be very fun. It's not going to be explosive. So some of you guys who like to do all that blowing off the coverage type of offense and that high octane stuff, this is not for you. X's and O's, and we're trying to guarantee first downs. That's the goal of this right here, 10-yard fight. All right. You have seen Coach KK do this formation 3 years ago in Madden 20 when I first started the channel. It was volume 4, but I only did 2 videos to it because I had blended it in with that formation right there, the ace slot offset. And I don't want to do that because we don't want people going across the formation. So I'm going to give volume 15 its own set right here. Pistol Ace U Off coming from the spread playbook. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at what's going on. Then we're going to go to some audibles and stuff and all that good stuff. All right. As you can see, this is a very symmetrical formation. If you take an imaginary line and draw it down the center of where the ball is and the center of on the offense, it's even on both sides of the field. Okay. The good thing about it on offense is the good thing about it is we can flip the play to either side and he don't know where we're going. The bad thing about it is the defense, a real tactical, skillful user knows how to balance his defense and plays both sides from the middle. All right. So with that being said, if we was doing something like an outside stretch or a power O, it may not work on this down. We will have to rely on something like these out routes right here. See those out routes right there? The 2 receivers are lined up outside the numbers and they're one-on-one with the cornerback. It just takes away from football. I mean, you can literally just wipe out the rest of the defense and the offense and just go one-on-one with square versus his cornerback out there. Or if you want to smart route him like that. So you're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff. All right.
Because the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's come
for the ball's even snap. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown. Right side.
The second dimension of this is, the first dimension is the receivers, one-on-one outside or inside. I always talk about that. You know, they're split out wide. The second part is the tight ends. You know, you can use these tight ends right here in the run game. Only one of them is on the line of scrimmage, but I just consider both of them on the line of scrimmage. I mean, he just took a step off. You know, what's that? One of them is on by a step, and the other one is off by a step. So, whoop-de-doo, man. They're both on the line of scrimmage. You have 5 linemen and 2 tight ends right there. They used to call this a single back big, but now it's called an ace. All right? So they help you. They can help you out by going left and right. You know, that's a body on top of another body, and you know this helps out with the hat count. Contrary to him being in like the backfield and it's like a pistol weak or a pistol strong or something like that. This is pistol ace. All right. And last but not least, you got your quarterback in the pistol. He's in a shotgun, so he's not on the center, along with your running back who's behind him. So he has enough space. He have enough time and space to go the distance, left and right, or straight down the middle. All right, I think that is very important with this scheme. Let's go to some audibles. See what kind of plays they running in here. We only have 12 plays in this formation. All right, all of these plays are very basic and generic. All right, and they're standard. You don't have all that exotic double moves. You don't have a lot of guards and stuff pulling around on run plays. No counters, no traps, no screens, any of that stuff. It's just straight up and down the field, and you got to earn to go east and west. And when you go east and west, you can, you know, those are bonuses right there, going east and west in this formation right here. And when you get to east and west, they're going to make the defense pay. East and west means you're going across, like left and right. You know, other than that, you're going downhill pretty much. All right. So let's talk about some audibles. Slants, we don't want it. That's pretty common. We already know about slants. You can come out here in any passing play and make your own 2 slants and put the tight ends on flat route. So why have that when you can put audibles on here that you can't audible to? I usually put this as halfback stretch. All right. Ever since you've been watching Coach KK from this channel, the 10-yard fight, the only way you can make this a 10-yard fight is you have options. All right. You need a high pass. You need a low pass. You need an inside run and an outside run. Right. As you can see, I got my outside run. Now I need an inside run. Slam, I use it sometime, but I will exchange this for read option, because read option is 2 plays or 2 concepts blended into one. This is a halfback slam, but if I keep it, it's a read option, and we can go up the alleyway and get some more yards. You know, there's times where the defense is just going to straight up commit and crash in. We'll go on the field with that real quick. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about, and we'll bounce back to the 2 passing plays. You know, you're reading what the defense does. You know, if sometimes they're going to spread out for the tight ends, sometimes they're going to crash in, hoping, you know, you're doing inside zone to take that kind of stuff away from you. So that's going to open up lanes, gaps, and opportunity and space for you based on what the defense does. That's why it's important that you have these audibles in here.
When you do that.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be... Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they've got it. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And he'll be... And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes this up. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he is in. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that one,
We thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
and they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is.
That's why it's important that you have these audibles in here. It's important that you know your automatics, your hot routes, your curl routes, your comebacks, your left, your right, your swing routes. It's important that you know that stuff because you live to fight another down. This is a 10-yard fight. All right. Next up, we will take Z spot out of the equation. It's kind of basic. We don't have too much room to work for. Once they attack that corner route, the play is dead pretty much. It ain't like we have other type of routes that we can't create. So we will put in one exotic play in here called tight end cross. Okay. Now I've been running tight end cross for ever since like Madden 15. Madden 15, I've been running tight end cross. This used to be my main bread and butter, but you can build a whole scheme around this. For one thing, both tight ends are going on cross routes. They're going to get on top of the hook zones, on top of the purples, on top of the curl flats, and they can fight with the drop zones a lot. And if you catch them trying to do drop zones, you get to go underneath.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. And the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas.
Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Back to throw. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Here we go right here. This play right here can attack man coverage and zone. If it's man, like I have a tight end right here, triangle, he has an 85 speed. And that's very good for a tight end because, most linebackers average like an 83 speed. So he can get in front of those guys. And the fact that they're running cross routes, they're running each other men into each other. So they're creating like collision. The only thing about that is sometimes you can get caught up in the collision. So with your reads, you got to make sure you have check downs like, okay, I got an out route. I got a curl route. I got a smoke screen over here. Stuff like that. So the cool thing about this play is you can turn it into a couple of things. You can take those cross routes and put them on mesh plays. You could take the tight ends and put them on out routes. All right. You can do so many things. You can put one of them on an in route and make it a drive concept. You can make it like that. You can make it like a drive concept like that. There's so many ways you can do this thing. So I might come out in tight end cross a lot, but I'm always altering the routes of these guys. You can smart route the receivers over here. There's so many things, but ideally you want to do this the cross concept or cross combo, cross pattern, whatever you want to call it. And the user is going to be in the middle. He's going to be in the dead center, and he's going to have to make a choice and pick one of these guys. Now, I hope he's on the safety, and I hope he's doing man coverage. All right? I hope he's on the safety, and I hope he's doing man coverage, and I hope that he is going to commit to one of these tight ends, and that way you can go straight across the top with Brown or somebody. That's going to happen, but you got to earn your touchdowns. Your touchdowns are scored at the line of scrimmage. Your touchdowns are scored in pre-snap when you collect enough data to see what you need to do. Look at all that space to the left side with the tight end. Look at the space right here between the linebacker and the safety. Look at one-on-one outside with Brown. Look at one-on-one outside with Watkins. These are going to be the determining factors on how you get the maneuver down the field. All right. So tight end cross can be your main base play, but you will have to kill it off by using hot routes and stuff. This is a heavy man blitz year. I don't even think they'll ever tune down man blitzing. I think they're gonna keep it like this. They already did one patch update, two patch updates, and man blitzing is at an all-time high. I don't think they're gonna change it. This year we may have to rely on curl routes all year long. Stuff like this, little one-on-ones. We're just assuming this is man-to-man. All right, do it like that. Throw the ball before he turns around. Automatic. Catch, 10 yards. You live to fight another down. So we got our little curl route. I wouldn't throw it on that side, though, because that's Darius Slay over there. He has what's called acrobat, and that's diving, swats, and interceptions. So I wouldn't do that. I would do stuff where he's not in the picture, maybe. Maybe like I'll take a chance like this, but I would be very careful when I'm reading this out route. If he take a step in, I won't throw it. I'll rely on other things like, so at the line of scrimmage, it'll be like this. I would tell myself I'm doing an out route, but if he jumped the out route, I'm gonna have Watkins coming across on the drag route. The user is gonna be worrying about the tight ends because he's gonna be in the middle because this is a symmetrical formation. He's thinking about the run game left and right, and then once he realizes the passing play, he's going to be in the middle and just take whatever he sees. So that's why I have him a drag route coming by. So here we go. This is what will go on in a real game. Like I say, I probably wouldn't throw acrobat. I probably wouldn't throw to circle because he have acrobat. So yeah, as you can see, yeah, back to that part, we can put the tight ends there. We can put them going that way. We can sometimes streak them. Sometimes you may have to streak these guys and put them like that. It all depends on the combination that you're running and what you see and the tendencies you pick up on the guy. But this is your main play, tight end cross. All right, let's go back to the last audible. We are running PA deep cross. All right. Some of you guys are not going to use PA deep cross. I understand. You're going to use PA boot wide drag. Now, this is the beautiful play. I may even switch this to PA boot wide drag, but because this is one of the good other money plays, but you have to earn these play actions. Let me talk about the play actions first. So you have PA deep cross. As you can see, you still have that crossing route from the tight end. So these two plays work off one another in a blended combination of like halfback zone weak, halfback dive, and any type of inside running like a slam. You have to earn play action. You don't just get play action for free. You have to earn play action by running the ball, running inside, taking a yard loss. Let's say it's 1st and 10 and you miss 2 yards. Boom. Now you can't do play action. Let's say you go back and run the ball again and get 8 yards after that. Then you make free yourself up for play action. You got to make sure you earn, running yards on the ground. Earn running the ball, and then you'll be able to do play action. You don't want to come out here doing play action just because, like other people do. Like the rest of the community, they get into trips, Y flex, and then they just do play action, tight end cross all day. Play action, all cross all day long. You'll defeat the purpose of doing it. Make sure you make the user commit. Play cat and mouse with them. Run the ball inside. Be truthful to the run game. Make sure you implement the run game in the scheme every drive. And this is one of those formations and schemes where you really want to be involved in the game. You don't want to be coming down from 21, coming back from 21 points and trying to run the scheme. This is one of those schemes where like you're managing, you're controlling the field. You're controlling the game. You may have a backup quarterback out here. You may have a trash quarterback or whatever, and just need to just game manage. What if you're in a franchise, you don't have a good quarterback? So this is one of those formations where you're just worrying about the first down, X's and O's. All right. This is going to be very fun. Guys, you know how this go in part 1. It's always paperwork and book work and class work. You're learning the rules and the safety measures to this. All right. Then we'll go have some fun on the field for 4-minute offense. All right. Play action boot wide drag. and PA deep cross. Let's talk about it. All right, so I come out and play action boot while drag, but it's not in the audible. So I gave myself a 5th play to do, right? So you'll use that in a combination of that. All right, so it's based on what the user do, how he shifts his line, how he crunches in the linebackers, if there's a safety in the box, are they press coverage, all that stuff determines what you're gonna do. The PA boot while drag is one of those plays where triangle is the money man. Triangle is the money man coming, he's slipping out of the backfield. I'm doing a play action to the left, which will sink everybody to the left, and he just dump it off real quick with a rat catch. Usually this man is open every single time. If it's man coverage, hopefully his linebacker get caught up in the trash, with all that stuff back there. Like that, he came straight for him. So I rat catched it, and I did get positive yards. But if you can sit here and do this play 100 times, and a lot of those times it's not man coverage and it's a free run just like that. And sometimes you can get the stiff arm in space, you can get the juke or the missed tackle. These are tight ends, so they're big bodies. And what I like to do is I like to run it, right? Rat catch, go against the cornerback, see like that there. And then sometimes I'll just go left and right with it. I go to the left, and now the ball would be on let's see, the ball used to be able to do that. Respot the ball. Let's say the ball on the right side of the hash mark. All right. I come out here in the same play. Now I would go left. See, now I got more space to roll out with my quarterback to throw it to X. And my second read would be Watkins. It all depends on if he's playing high or low with the cornerback. There's times where that comeback route is going to be open. You're going to get that comeback route, but you got to make sure you stop and set your feet and throw along with that crossing route with Brown. So you can run it like that, or you can run it like that. Yeah, that comeback route over there is part of the play, along with that crossing route from square, but you have to make sure your feet are set. And another thing, you can't do PAY boot drag when you want to. It has to be earned. And you can only do it when that defensive line is not crunched out like that. It's like they're spaced out. They're spaced out, so you may not have the time to roll out like that. You're like, here, I got to throw it to triangle real quick. I could have threw it, I was just waiting. So, yeah, you got to make sure the defensive line is not spaced out, or else they'll be, because, most guys contain. And this is one of those, this is one of those plays that you got to make sure it's just a quick automatic play on the go, Of course, I'll run it left, right, or right to left. But I always usually run this play back to back and just flip the side.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts rolling to his right.
Toward the sack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And what we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
You practice it, this is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
He got past the line of scrimmage. My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call of this play, partner.
And he is out of bounds here. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
All right, so right here, X. Make sure before you snap the ball, make sure you know, okay, X is going left, triangle is going right. Don't get those two mixed up. So, in fact, I wouldn't even do it. I'll be like, kill, kill, kill. Those cornerbacks are coming in, and they're coming in with force. So, this looks like we can run straight down their throat. Make sure you go to read option, read the keys. You know how to do read option. You can't do stretch. They're out there. It's outnumbered. You can't do stretch. So that counts as the outside run. So next is the inside run. As you can see, he's right here. The read man. First of all, you have a loop man and you have a scrape exchange. So you're not going to be able to go outside. And I don't know where the user would be at. Maybe the user would be a safety and he'll come down in the middle since no one is in the middle. So he's going to be reading. So you got to make sure you pay extra attention to that R guy. All right, let's see what the read man do. We're going to do opposite of what he do. He came in, we rolled out. Now you had a scrape exchange and a looper. All right, so there's times when you can do read option. Like right here, this is the perfect time to do read option. We talked about that in the last volume that we created on the channel, on volume 14 from the Saints playbook. We had a beautiful read option in there. The last two schemes we talked about read option. In the Baltimore Ravens, the volume 13 with the pistol read option scheme. We talked about how to do, you know, how you read the read man, the looper, and the scrape exchange, and then you can go down the alley. The alleyway is right there between the hash mark and the numbers. That's a big piece of real estate, but you got to make sure you earn to go that way. So based on like this, he committed in and we go down the alley. It'll be just like that. And the rest of that is open field, and you use your little user techniques to do whatever you need to do. You're going to see a lot of examples of me breaking free and running like there's no tomorrow. But there's times where you can do it, times when you can't do it. Every time the defense looked like that, I would do it because it's only one person. If he bring this safety down, then he will have a scrape exchange. Right now, it's just a looper. It's just a read man. He's a looper, read man, same thing. But if he bring this other guy down, he's going to be scraping the rest of the top. So we'll do it here. He committed in. We run 20 yards. All right, just like that. So as you can see, you don't know what's your money plays. You don't know if it's going to be tight end cross, stretch, or read option. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys do the scheme and you don't even put stretch in here. You might alter it. You might put your own little spin in it. Let me know what you think. You know, what's going on. Let me know some stuff. So I love comparing notes out here. You don't get too many times to do halfback stretch because it's so many men on the line of scrimmage. They're going to just space out. You know, they're going to try to make sure they play both sides from the middle. But there are times where if you're getting the read option going, he's going to be worried about the running back breaking through too, because this running back can break through also. You know, I just like to do read option when I know the quarterback can keep the ball and go through the alley. And that way I don't have to worry about anything. It's just like 3 yards that he gave me. I hope that makes sense, y'all. Let's go back to PA deep cross. All right. You got to make sure R1 doesn't get caught in the trash. I don't even rely on R1. My go-to guys are X and circle. You know, X he's pretty much that tight end cross route. Like I say, the tight end cross is the main play. You're doing this because it plays off of tight end cross. All right. If you do tight end cross enough, like I'm doing tight end cross 3 or 4 times in one drive. I mean, there's times where I have a 15-play drive and I've done tight end cross like 4 times. Even though it don't look like this every time, it might look, you know, I might put a little audible to it or something like that. It's gonna look different. I might put a little hot route to it like that or something crazy. But the middle linebacker is gonna be the user. He's gonna commit to one of these, and when he sees that, sometimes that's gonna clear out the space in the middle for Brown, or if you're running on the other side, square. It's going to clear out. Once he see that cross, he's going to just straight up go to it. So, yeah. The reason why this is even a scheme, because I only like to do schemes that all the users does the same things against it. You know, I don't want to. Now, if I, like for instance, if I played 5 or 6 games, 4 users does the same stuff on defense against it, and I'm getting good results. That makes this a scheme, you know.
First step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And able to get this to...
All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, it's a better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. It's the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but does.
All right, I appreciate you guys for bearing with me and sticking around. Sometimes Coach KK can get a little long-winded. That just lets you know I'm passionate about it. I know some of you guys will watch it from the first millisecond all the way to the end. Some of you guys will just chew up the meat and spit out the bones. You know, that's how it goes. But yeah, I try to make sure I cover everything because there's a lot of detail. I would never make a scheme without it being a lot of detail in here. Because I got to let you know what you can do and what you can't do. All right. There's times where you would do like the PA boot while drag. Let's go back to that. There's times where you'll do that, and as soon as you come out of your play action fake, you're stalled by the cornerback or by defensive end that's containing. Right now it looks good. This is the time where the outside to the left looks good, and I will be going that way. So you're not going to be able to do what you want to do. You got to do what you can do out here. And that's the way I play offense. You do what you can do, what you're allowed to do. Every now and then you can get aggressive and take shots and, you know, force some stuff. But this is downhill. This is X's and O's right here. So yeah, I flip this thing over, and I'm already ready to throw the X. I'm already ready to throw the square based on what the coverage looks like on the left. As soon as I come out of my break. Remember, he's rolling left, and he's a righty. Space. Came back to the ball, threw it the circle. I had no idea that I was going to be throwing a circle. It was based on what the defense gave me. So, yeah. There's times you can get stalled, though. Let's talk about something else. Tight end cross. There's times where these guys are going to run into each other. And you may throw an interception because X and triangle got caught up in the trash. So I see space to the square, to the curl route. Looks like man coverage. No, it ain't. High pass. We broke even. All right. There's times on a read option where you're going to get stalled. It's going to look good like this. Like you can just go to the outside and you're going to get stalled. You're going to have to keep the ball with the QB and still don't get nothing. So, yeah, it's all bait. This is football. You know, every down is different. That's about it. You know, that's about it. PA deep cross. There's times where you're going to come out of this play action and the defensive line is going to be right in your face. So, here we go. Just like that. So, that's how it goes. That's how the game goes. Football. Boom, boom, boom. Live to fight another down. That's why we put emphasis on getting first downs instead of trying to go for a 30-yard pass every time. Anyway, y'all, this is Coach KK. This is Volume 15, Part 1. I will see you in Part 2 for 4-minute offense. This is going to be very fun and highly explosive. All right, y'all. See you.